wide awake waiting on a good night kiss. Sitting on the grove, talking on the moon, counting down the hours till it's 2 a.m. Never thought I would be like this. But then tonight is with you, and you catch me a text, ain't coming home, so as long as I can bet, when you come in the bed, I'll be sleeping the night in your shoes. I ain't lying, singing, have a good time. How about you girls, gonna do what she do? No matter what, baby, I'll be staying up. I can't sleep without you.
Hi everybody, this is Christina from the Shotgun Seat, and we are here at Guys with Guitars on Long Island, New York. I'm here with Brett Young. Just a couple questions for you. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I know that your backstory involves a lot of baseball and a major injury. Can you tell me about how that led you in this direction to music, and a little bit about the backstory like that?
Yeah, music was always kind of part of the equation, but it was never like on a career level. It was always, I grew up in the church, and my dad's a pastor, and growing up, kids in the church learn to play worship songs on the guitar. It's kind of what you do. And so I did that whole thing through high school, and then when I got a college baseball scholarship, I felt like I needed to focus all my attention on that, and so I left the guitar at home, and I went and focused on baseball. And 3 years later, I hurt my elbow and had to have surgery, and when it became clear that it wasn't going to be baseball, I wanted to do something that I was still super passionate about, and I went back to recuperate from elbow surgery. I saw the guitar sitting there, and I went, and it's been that ever since.
And you're happy, obviously, with your decision, where you're at. Do you miss baseball?
I always miss baseball. The hardest thing is watching it knowing that could have been me. But I always say, two things that are really comforting for me is, one, I believe life is a lot of open and closed doors. It's really easy to ignore the closed doors if you're hard-headed and you want to beat your head against it.
Right.
But the other thing is, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Like, who knows what's going to come next, and maybe something's supposed to just last for a season. And for me, baseball was amazing.
And it was great when it was happening, but...
And never thought I could love anything more, and then I started writing songs. And it's like every song is like having a child.
I've heard that from so many different songwriters, that each of them is like your little baby, and as you see them grow, and it's like really rewarding in that sense.
Yeah, maybe more so than I ever realized something could be. So I'm very happy with the way everything went down.
Love it. Sleep Without You is incredibly catchy. How do you go about writing hooks, like catchy hooks like that you know the fans will love and sing along with?
That's a hard one, because while I did bring that concept to that right, I can't take credit for how catchy that hook is. It was me, Justin Ebach, and Kelly Archer, and I brought this song idea for Sleep Without You. And we had what we thought was like a verse and a chorus. And then Justin got really quiet for a minute. And we were like, does he not like this song? Like, wondering what was going on. He goes, you're going to be annoyed, but bear with me.
Right.
What if the chorus melody went like this? And he sang the chorus melody. And like, mind you, we had it already.
Right.
And he sang the exact same words with a different melody. And her and I looked at each other and we're like... So, like, I gotta give Justin credit for, like, totally tweaking what we thought was a good song and making it this song.
Right.
But I think every songwriting session is an opportunity to create something new, and of course we want everything to be catchy. But sometimes you have to let the song be the song, too, and so, I know a lot of people get frustrated when they write a song that doesn't end up being their radio single. But it was probably still the way the song was supposed to end up. And you have to just write the song that's in the room. And luckily that song was in the room that day.
Right. Very cool. I see that you're playing the Grand Ole Opry this weekend. Is this your debut? Oh, man.
Grand Ole Opry debut.
Grand Ole Opry debut. How do you prepare for a show like that? And what are your emotions? And what are you thinking about? And how does that happen?
I don't know that you prepare for that.
Okay.
I'm playing a couple songs that I've been playing for years now, so it's like maybe just kind of try not to think about it, stay out of the way of it. My producer, Dan Huff, who's incredible and he's a legend, has agreed to come play the show with me, which is great. I get to have two players. One of my best friends from LA is going to come in and be the other player and sing with me on it, so I get to have them up there. And then it's the Opry band, the best in Nashville, yeah. So there's really no way to screw it up. as long as I just stay out of the way of it. But like you said, it's kind of like a rite of passage, and so I'm excited and nervous, and it's going to be a really special day.
Very excited to see it. I know they do those videos. I'm excited to see your video. So what's your creative songwriting process? Do you have anything specific when a song hits you or an idea hits you? Do you write the lyrics first, the melody first?
You know what? It's always different for me. It always starts with a concept for the most part. But then, like, where we go from there, it depends on who I'm writing with. There are so many good track guys in Nashville that all come in with an idea and they'll go, like, I already have kind of something working sonically that I think would work for that. And that's always a fun way to do it. It's going to end up being probably more up-tempo and have more energy that way. Or there's the guys that just come in with their guitar and they go, okay, let's suss it out. And that usually starts by talking lyrics. And so for me, it's always a little bit different the way it happens, but the story and the honesty behind it is always important to me regardless.
And so when can fans look forward to a full-length album? The EP is great, so do we have any plans for a full-length album?
We are going to repackage those 6 with 5 more, and we've already cut 3 of them.
Okay.
So we're kind of like, it's crunch time right now, picking what the next 2 will be, and I'm writing a lot, just in case we can come up with one that is a wild card that jumps in last minute. But I think we'll probably be done recording by the end of summer, and by the end of the year or beginning of next year, there should be like a physical copy out in stores.
Very cool. We're very excited to see him play Guys with Guitars tonight. Thank you so much for chatting with us.